Hello and welcome to the Scatterable channel, and today I want to show you my complete $1,500 PC gaming and streaming setup for 2019. So here I'll be showing you guys a complete PC gaming setup, not just including the gaming peripherals, but also including the streaming peripherals and a gaming PC specifically designed for content creation around the world of streaming when it comes to your Twitch channel or YouTube channel. So hopefully what I'll be providing for you guys today will allow you to kickstart your own streaming career or gaming career, whether that be in Fortnite, Apex Legends, PUBG, Grand Theft Auto 5, you name it. Hopefully you will get somewhere with your future Twitch or YouTube channel from this setup. And if you do get somewhere, then let your homeboy know, and I'll definitely salute you for your future if you're gonna become the next Ninja, Tfue, or whoever on Twitch or YouTube. Anyways, I'll be covering first the gaming peripherals of this $1,500 gaming setup, then the streaming peripherals, and then finally the specific gaming PC that I was talking about that allow you to wrap the whole setup together and do your Twitch or YouTube channel to however you please. So if you enjoy PC gaming setups like this, then definitely subscribe because it's been a mainstay in the channel and I don't plan to stop them anytime soon. So if you want to see more PC gaming setups, then hit that subscribe button. And if you want to help the video and get some exposure in the algorithm, then definitely like the video. That would be much appreciated. And if you hit that bell notification button, then I will be one step closer to considering making my private meme page public. I'm gonna see if you guys actually show up to my videos more often, so if that happens, then yeah, I'll make Chieftain Bigwater public. Yeah, I got a little meme page, so hey, if you wanna do it, I'll make that bet. Alright, hit that bell notification button. Anyways, before we get into the video, I want to quickly give a quick message from our sponsor. Have you ever been in a situation where you've got a brand new gaming PC, but you're running an unactivated version of Windows on it, and you've got that annoying watermark at the bottom right of your screen saying activate Windows, and you want to remove that thing once and for all? Then I'd consider checking out scdkey.com for activating your next gaming PC. They're an online vendor selling tons of different Windows keys such as Windows 10 Pro, and activating your computer could not be quicker. All it takes is just adding the item to your cart such as Windows 10 Pro, checking it out using your preferred method of purchase like PayPal for me, and then getting the key that it provides you and activating your computer using the Windows 10 activation box. I've personally used SCDKey at least 5 times for past budget builds, so far my experience with them has been positive. So SCDKey is reaching out to you guys and is providing a discount code called SKScatter where you can get a percentage off of your next purchase from their website. So if you want to check them out, check the top of the description below. So let's go ahead and begin with the gaming peripherals. Now before I begin, everything that I'm about to mention in this video from the gaming peripherals, streaming peripherals, and the PC will be included in the description below. So you can check out any of these products I don't have to show you so you can get right to creating this PC gaming setup in your own living room or room for that matter. So I want to start off with the Razer Mamba Elite. Now this is a $66 gaming mouse, and the main reason why I chose this was just I wanted a gaming mouse that looked cool, was ergonomic so it'd feel good after long gaming sessions, and of course had the performance to back it up. So this mouse has 16,000 DPI, it's got the Pixar 3389 sensor, which is basically Razer's version of the 3360 sensor, so more or less you're going to be getting performance on par with the much popular Logitech G502 with this Mamba Elite gaming mouse. And also we gotta take into consideration the great looks of the mouse and the really fantastic RGB lighting that's available and just how detailed it is, especially for a gaming mouse. So for $66, especially in combination with the Razer Goliath Control mousepad, you're going to be having a very seamless mouse experience, especially when it comes to the wire on those FPS Battle Royale games. Next for the keyboard, I have the Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition Chroma V2 keyboard for $115. Now, the reason why I chose this keyboard is that I don't know how much space you guys are going to be working with your next streaming or gaming setup, so I decided to keep it safe and go with a smaller keyboard that doesn't have the 10 key option for the number pad, but if your setup does allow for more space, then I will look at this exact keyboard, but with the extra 10 keys included for your number pad. Besides that, this has some fantastic RGB lighting, which will definitely give some spice to your gaming setup on stream. But more importantly, I really like this keyboard because of the Razer yellow switches. Now they're basically sort of like Cherry MX Red switches, but in Razer's format. However, they have a lower actuation point, which means your keys will register faster thanks to that 1.2mm actuation point. So like I said, when it comes down to the wire and you get that winner chicken dinner and you need to make sure that you switch to the right weapon quickly and then fire, luckily this tournament edition keyboard will have the speed and responsiveness to allow you to do that. So yes, it's a little bit pricey, but for $115, considering the package, the looks, and the really fantastic switch you're getting with the keyboard, I think it's a solid option for this setup. Now for the headset, I chose the Razer Kraken Pro headset for $75. Now the main reason why I chose this was simply for comfort. I just wanted a headset that would just feel good on your head after streaming for like 5 hours straight or something like that. I'm not too obsessed about the microphone. Actually, I'll be talking about that later on, but I just wanted something that sounds good and feels good on your head, and the Kraken Pro accomplishes that task. With its really iconic look that is definitely going to make some people notice it in your stream, the Razer Kraken Pro has some really nice 50mm drivers, super plushy earmuffs, and a retractable microphone, which if you wanted to hear what that sounded like, then here's a microphone test.
This is a test of the Razer Kraken microphone, and this is a reminder to subscribe to the Scattervolt YouTube channel.
Anyways, for $75, I think it's a pretty solid headset. If I'm right, PewDiePie uses something similar to that, so you're going to be on par with PewDiePie in terms of a headset. Next, for the gaming monitor, I chose the ViewSonic XG240R Elite gaming monitor. Now, I was a really big fan of the original XG240 however, I felt the price of it wasn't that competitive when compared to other 144Hz 1080p gaming monitors. But the new XG240R is now at $230, and there's more features and more great looks to it than the original, so I highly recommend it. Just like other monitors in its class, it has really fast speed with its 1 millisecond response time and 144Hz refresh rate and 1080p resolution. However, unlike other competitive gaming monitors in that region, the XG240R actually has some really nice build quality to it, especially when compared to other Acer and Asus monitors in that price category. The XG240R is built like a tank, and it's going to be a metal beast compared to those thin plastic monitors that are for around the same price. So overall, I think it's a fantastic deal, and it's definitely a must if you want to, of course, play your favorite online games and, of course, win them thanks to the 1 millisecond response time and 144Hz refresh rate of the XG240R. Also, something to keep note of, me and ViewSonic are actually teaming up to give away this exact ViewSonic XG240R monitor to one of you guys. So if you want to check out the giveaway for that, there's actually a Gleam link at the very top of the description, and you can check out all the ways to enter. And yes, this is a giveaway, though quick note, this is only limited to the USA and Canada. But besides that, you have free reign on doing whatever you want to enter into this really cool giveaway. So make sure to check it out. So that concludes the gaming peripherals of this $1,500 gaming setup, and now let's move on to the streaming peripherals. And this is going to be for you guys who want to specifically get into Twitch streaming or YouTube streaming. So I want to start with the star of the show, that being the Razer Ripsaw HD. This is going to be your streaming card for the gaming PC, and this is going to take in the input of the computer and output it to your gaming monitor. Now what this thing is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to stream in 1080p 60 frames per second and even go up to a 4K pass-through, so that way you can play your game at 4K on your monitor, which won't apply for this setup, but in the future can allow you to do that but still stream at 1080p 60 frames per second. It can also take in an input like the Razer Kraken Pro that I was talking about earlier if you wanted to listen to the stream with your headset, and of course even use a microphone along with that if you wanted to have the option of doing that, all in a really nice tidy package for $160. And quite frankly, this yields better streaming results than trying to stream off of your computer itself. So with the addition of this Razer Ripsaw HD, your streaming experience is going to look a lot more professional, just like the streamers and YouTubers that you look up to. And now going back to the microphone, I have a solution for that Razer Kraken Pro microphone that you heard earlier. Well, to fix that for your game streaming or YouTube production, I chose the Razer Siren X gaming microphone. Now this is an $80 microphone, and I'm a little bit of a fan of it because this is a nice little petite microphone that has great build quality, pretty stealthy looks, and honestly, it does the job and offers great sound quality. This is a super cardioid microphone, which means that the angle of sound that it captures is very tight, which means it reduces any possible miscellaneous noise in the background that could possibly interrupt the quality of your voice. And what I mean by that are through these two tests shown here. This is a test of the Razer Siren X microphone, and this is yet another reminder to subscribe to the Scattervolt YouTube channel, where we make dope tech videos every week. Yes, do it. Do it. Now, of course, whenever you type on the desk with the actual microphone on it, it's going to pick up that noise of the keycaps, but if you were to move it somewhere else farther away from the keyboard, like on a mount, then you would get much better audio quality despite typing a bunch on your keyboard. So keep a notice of that. But regardless, I think it's a high quality microphone, especially if you want to take your streaming level to the next game and sound like the professionals like Tfue and Ninja. So I think the Siren X will do the job for your audio for that. So we've got the capture card, we've got the condenser microphone, but what about the webcam? And for that, I've chosen the Razer Kaio HD webcam. This is Razer's take on a kind of improving a webcam, and I feel like they did a really good implementation on what a true streamer's webcam should be for a decent, modest price. So this thing can record in either 1080p 30 frames per second or 720p 60 frames per second. And when it comes to the actual video quality, I found that the ring light did help out a little bit in terms of illuminating my face, but what I was most impressed with was the actual sharpening that you could achieve with the webcam. So you're not going to be in any shortage in terms of clarity when it comes to visualizing your face on stream. And paired with some good natural lighting like I have here with the window and then the actual webcam in front of the window, my face looks pretty natural. Maybe the saturation is a little bit high, but still I think it passes for a webcam, and it definitely has some good color reproduction, great video quality, and I think for the most part it's an above average webcam that if you definitely want to show off your street cred on Twitch or something like that, you should look into investing in. So we talked about the gaming peripherals, we just covered the streaming peripherals, and now let's talk about the gaming computer that ties the whole setup together. That being my $750 The Chief gaming PC. It's called The Chief because I made it in tribute to the Master Chief Collection, which comes out at an unmarked date, but just to put it at this, I'm a huge Halo fan, which is why you see those really cool Halo decals on the case, which by the way are not necessary, but I will include a link to the shop that allowed me to get those super cool decals, that being V1 Tech. But anyways, I want to most importantly talk about the specs inside the computer and why they're so good for streaming and multimedia creation. So beginning with the specs, I chose a Ryzen 1600 processor, an ASRock B450M motherboard, 16GB of Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB memory clocked at 2066 MHz. I have 480GB of solid state storage from Inland, a 650 watt gigabyte power supply, a GeForce GTX 1660 Ti, and then an NZXT H500 case, and of course the custom V1 Tech Master Chief skin, which is not necessary but makes your PC look way more cooler. So why I like these parts a lot for gaming and specifically streaming is starting with the processor. It's 6 cores, 12 threads, is overclockable, and what that allows you to do is to have multiple programs opened up at once on your computer, so you can do lots of multitasking. So on top of your game streamer, you can have your Twitch chat open, any sort of miscellaneous programs open in the background, and of course your game. And that is all held on the 6-core processor with 12 threads, which you're not going to be in any short of, I would think, for the next 3 years minimum. And in addition to that, don't forget about the 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance Pro memory, which is going to be very similar to the processor, but the main reason why I chose 16 gigs was so that for those of you who want to do video content creation, like taking your streams and exporting them to your YouTube channel, can have the benefit of that extra 8 gigs of RAM on top of the standard 8 gig for most gaming PCs, so you can render videos quicker and have a much more smoother editing experience in Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, Sony Vegas, or whatever your editing program of choice is. And now tying back to the graphics card, there's a reason why I went with NVIDIA. I didn't go with AMD because with NVIDIA cards like the GTX 1660 Ti, you are offered the NVENC video encoder, which is very valuable, especially if you want to stream on kind of a budget, because it's been shown that a card like this GTX 1660 Ti can stream with its NVENC encoder at a better frames per second and better quality than a high-end Ryzen 2700X, which you could buy for like $280. So you're saving pretty much the same amount of money with going with a cheaper processor, that being the Ryzen 1600, but doing all the streaming on the GTX 1660 Ti rather than having to like buy a super expensive processor. So that is why I chose the GTX 1660 Ti, is simply for that NVENC encoder, which is going to allow you to get that really good stream quality in addition to the computer and Razer Ripsaw HD. And of course, as far as looks goes, the H500 and the V1 Tech skin look super dope, so if you want to improve your street cred in the actual stream with your really cool computer in the background, then it's a no-brainer why you shouldn't go with an NZXT H500, and even on top of that, a V1 Tech skin of your choice to deck out the case and whatever you want. But of course, not necessary. You can have the H500 by itself and it'll look super sexy and hot, but if you want to take it up a notch, then a V1 Tech skin can help increase that. But of course, as far as gaming performance goes, the $750 PC is going to have no problem in running Apex Legends, Fortnite, PUBG, Grand Theft Auto 5, you name it. This PC can do it all, especially at 1080p and even a little bit of 1440p if you really want it. And you can check out the full benchmarks and full on gaming performance of this computer on the official PC build video, which I'll have linked in the description and in the card right here. So you can check out all the gaming performance, but trust me, this computer definitely has enough firepower on top of doing streaming to kick off a Twitch career. So anyways, that is it for my complete $1,500 gaming and streaming setup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this epic video that thankfully we got out in a good amount of time for those of you who want to say do a streaming career over the summer, or just do on the offhand, or just get really into like Razer peripherals for some reason, you know. So yet again, big thank you to Razer for sponsoring this, on top of NZXT and V1 Tech for the $750 PC. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like, and if you enjoy content like this, then subscribe. We're putting out weekly videos, or maybe in this case bi-weekly, not bi-weekly, 2 a week. Yeah, 2 a week. But anyways, that is it that I have for you guys today, and this is the Scatterville channel, signing out.